Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things. I haven't done one in a few days. I just wasn't feeling very good about things. I didn't want to add to the negativity in the world. So I took a few days. It was just kind of chill, kind of quiet. Yesterday I had a little bit of a nervous breakdown, I think. My nerves are just shot, man. They're just shot. That's all there is to it. The best I can do is just, use the daily practices and disciplines that have been taught to me through the years to try and keep myself in a freaking peaceful state. I was thinking about that today because I went and had some lab works done, and the last few days I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe I just need to med up. Maybe I just need to do the drugs. Maybe I just need to medicate, just to dull, numb. Maybe I fit in better with the rest of the world that's dull and numb. So, anyway, some good things have happened though in the last couple days. It's kind of interesting on the path of life how, you get God giveth and then taketh away, or God taketh and then giveth. And yesterday I had to go take Tucker to get his nails done, and the lady was telling me that she has a rental, but there's people in it right now, and but still, that she thought of me. She's like, but if it wasn't, man, you guys could have it. Just have your dogs, no problem, because there's people that are out there like that. I just don't know how to find them, I mean, I know I found her, but anyway, so and then I got a call this morning from a guy that was going to put me in touch with the fella that had a couple of trailers for rent. And he's just like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't put you in touch with this guy because he's freaking screwed me over so many times. I don't want him to do that to you. That's just what he does to people. And I said, well, sir, I appreciate you, your honesty. And, Mom always says it's easier to stay out of a problem than get out of a problem, so... God, there's like a little glimmer of hope, and then something else goes. So I went and had my blood work done today, and it was kind of a cool thing. The nurse was really nice. And last week I'd gotten a call that they pushed my appointment back 2 weeks, and I got freaking just annoyed, And then, Mom, we let Benny out of the bathroom. He just locked himself in. And then, a couple days ago, a woman from the clinic called, really nice lady. I thought I was going to meet her today. I didn't. And but she called and to set me up with an appointment on the same day. She's like, you're the first one that we called because they're bringing another doctor in to help out So, and I thought that was really cool. So I got to make an amends to a young girl today who made the appointment last week. Because I just get short. I get curt. I just like, you guys aren't going to help me anyway. What, this is why I don't even buy all that stuff. And so, went and got my blood work done today, and I just broke down with the lady in the lab, man. I just started crying. I'm like, I'm sorry. I guess I just feel like this is a safe place. And I just started, it's so hard, and blah, 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 blah. And I never used to be like this before those 8 anthrax vaccines that they gave me, and and you could just go from one thing to be mad about after another, and I'm really trying not to live in anger. I'm trying so hard, man. That's my natural state, is anger. That's my go-to. It's fury. I lost my flight and my fight or flight years ago. And I don't want to live that way. I was having a conversation with the young man at the park today, and he was talking about his sergeant when he was in Iraq, and this kid was in Iraq the same time my brother was, and they're both in the National Guard. Yeah, it was kind of weird. There's weird synchronicities like that. I remember one time, like I just think everything's in frequency, and when you're supposed to be in alignment with something, you're gonna see it. And I went fishing out at my buddy. My buddy had a cabin on a lake out in Nebraska, and we had been out there all day. And we were coming back, and it was like I don't know, 5, 6 in the evening, something like that. It was later in the evening, and we stopped at a restaurant to eat. And right when we got there, it was like, because everybody in Nebraska likes, I don't give a shit about football or baseball or any of that. It's all scripted. It's all pretend, you know. It's, the outcome is determined before. It's just nonsense. The effort and energy that people put into that, life force energy, and this guy. So everybody there likes Huskers. You go into a bar on any Saturday during the Husker game's on, and they were playing out of town. They were playing at, I think, Virginia Tech. I'm positive it was Virginia Tech, as a matter of fact. And they did that thing, and like we walked in, we're standing there waiting to be seated. I look up because there's a time that my brother was like a Husker fan for like 10 minutes because some of his buddies from the military were from Nebraska, and so they're like, hey, come check this out, right? So he gone to a few, and so I look up and he was going to he went to the Virginia Tech game. I know he was going to that. I look up and they scram the screen, they go across the crowd, and it stop on a guy, and he's sitting there and he's smiling and cheesing it up and stuff like that. It was Jerry. Yeah. And it's always going to surprise me. But it's still, I mean, yeah. Wait, how do I want to say that? It always excites me when it happens, but it doesn't really surprise me anymore, you know, because that's just how it is, because I believe that people just are attracted. I was trying to explain that to a kid in the park today. I said, you know, people see people in frequency. That's why I don't know if I fly above the radar. I'd say I fly above the radar. And I don't fly below the radar, I fly above it. So, this guy, I saw he was over by, it's the strangest thing. The people that run Taos, their logic is just very primitive. It's very old-fashioned. It's a small town. They just do the same things that they've always done, and, you know, and anyway. So, this guy was like, they have these portable bathrooms and trailers because they don't want to let the people use the bathrooms that are there for the concerts and stuff. And then over here they have another like little shack for bathrooms. But so he was going through the doors over here and they're all locked, and I'm pointing over here. I just told the kid, I said, people see in frequency, you know, I've gone to the store and I've gotten directly in front of somebody and be like, hi, can you help me, you know, and they don't even see me. It's because we ain't the same frequency, you know. And the guy walked out and I waved real big and I'm pointing, I'm like, it's over there. The guy looks right through me, just like I told the kid. So it was like, I just told a story and then there's a evidence to support my story. It was really cool. And then there was a park employee that had a weed whacker over closer in proximity to him. He said, are you looking for the bathroom? And then, you know, guide him. But I'm just like, you know, and I don't see people either. I don't see people. I don't hear people. It's a two-way street, man. It's a two-way street. So I noticed a lot of people are having kind of a hard time in the last few days. Moon was in Cancer, I guess. I don't really keep track of like all the freaking major placements and stuff. I mean, I don't have time to sit there and like be in charts all the time, right? I listen to talks, I get the gist, I see the potential, the energies, you know, and then I see how they play out in the world. And this guy was following for a while. I was watching him, and he's like in a manic state. He's like in a heightened state, you know. And it's a trip. It's a trip because people where their placements are, it's all different, and people how they respond and stuff like that. But I always understood that when people get, because I just look at everything as energy. I get the psychology of it, but it's always driven by energy. And when people, I've noticed that when people get manic, you know, there's things activated in their chart and they just don't know of, they just push through. They just use all that and they don't sleep, and they're not taking care of themselves, and that crash, man, that's the thing is people, you got your natural highs that elevate you, but it's that crash, man. People, so if you got to learn to channel that energy and keep it even keel. That's what I explained to people. I said, I'm always up here. I'm always, woo, like, was it 78? Is that the speed on the old record player? To speed it up, what they used to listen to the old record players, and sometimes you could speed up records and slow them down. Gray Kitty's waking up. He came in, took a nap. It's raining outside. It's been raining since Mom and I got back from the park this afternoon. Mom went out. She just doesn't want to leave, Put her under a tree. She's as happy as can be. And I was like, Molly's clouds are dark, man. They're gonna. And we got home, and as soon as we pull up the hill over here in the back way home, freaking, no doubt it started raining. So, but yeah, it's been a really, really rough couple days for me, just trying to keep my energy in check, because I've been flooded by these freaking planetary, the sun. It doesn't matter, man. I just have been flooded with energy, and I've been distracting myself with this show that I just found called The Bear a few days ago, and I absolutely love it. I might watch it again. Might go back through and watch them all again. And I started to watch Shameless. I didn't get through the first season because I just, when you know so many people that are like that, it's not entertaining. See, people that don't know people like that, they find it entertaining. Oh, could you imagine somebody being like that, acting so badly, so being so shady and freaking scummy and all, and I know a lot of people that are. Lots of people. So, not to say that they don't have a lot of goodness in them too, but still, when people focus more on their shadow than their light, it's just not fun, because I'm just, I see people screw other people. I'm not going to sit around and wait for them to do it to me, right? That doesn't even make no sense. So, what else has been going on? There were some neat things that happened. It's been raining. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing a video. It's because it's been raining so much, and whether I upload it or do it live, it's going to be all buffery and choppy and stuff like that. So, some other good things that have happened in the last few days to catch up. Luna got her dental. She's happy. She's fine. She's good. Tucker has his on Tuesday. We hadn't been going to the park much the last couple of days. I've just been kind of staying off the media and just trying to, I feel better today than I did the last 2 days. Yesterday was the roughest. The day before was kind of crappy. But yesterday, I just felt like a freaking tongue on a 9-volt battery. And so that's one of the reasons why it was so important. I went out to the park this morning after I got my blood draw, and it had a nice conversation with the young man at the where I get my decaffeinated coffee. So I can't even drink regular coffee anymore, man. I just, whatever keeps me from getting spun up, man. I get worked up so easy. And we were talking about, I was talking to him, I can't even remember how it started. I was talking to him because I started talking about The Bear, the TV show The Bear, and somehow we started, because I was telling him how much I love food, and they cook food in that show a lot, and just like watching the beef sear and just the fresh ingredients, and how much I just, I love having people over and cooking like food that just, it's chemistry. And you eat food that comes from, good ingredients, wholesome ingredients, and your body thanks you, instead of eating the crap that they, the fast food and the convenient food that, your body just wants to know why would you do that to me after you eat it. And so we were talking about that, and I say a lot of it's conditioning. You know, I was conditioned. I said, there's so many people. You look around, you see so many people. They eat their feelings, and I eat my feelings. I do it too. I'm in a phase right now that I'm so stressed out that my Addison's disease is really kicking in. So I have no appetite. Like, I didn't eat all day yesterday, and then my labs were fasting, so I wasn't supposed to eat last night or this morning, so I didn't. So I was like, that's right. And I'm losing weight again, but I'm trying to maintain my muscle mass this time because I have trouble with muscle mass because of the Addison's disease. And yeah, I've never been treated for this stuff with like medication and stuff like that. I've always gone the holistic way, the holistic approach. Because I don't like toxins, and I don't like poisons, and I used to work at a Creighton University. They had a school of pharmacy, and it's amazing that most of those kids can count, but their mommies and daddies of who they are get them to where they are, and so I don't want to, and I don't want to do the pill thing, you know. I might have to, so we'll see. So and I was talking to him, and I said, how many people, you know, find comfort in food solely based on the fact that they were young, and if they started acting out, their parents like bargain with food. Like, they would say, hey, if you're good, we'll go to McDonald's for some French fries. So that is early programming for a lot of people, that if they feel bad and they want to feel better, and a lot of the food, stuff like that, you know, because that's how it started, is we were talking about the tourist and how people continue to, I've noticed that where there's touristy spots, is a lot of times it's the same people that go back to the same place. And oftentimes these people had a good experience when they're younger, and that energetic imprint is in them. And so they go live their lives, you know, work, do this, have kids, whatever. And they want that good feeling again. They want to recreate it, so they go back to the place trying to recreate the good feeling. It's interesting. But you can create that same feeling visiting different places. It's a trip, but a lot of people get stuck in loops. And that's one thing I do not ever want to do, is to get stuck in a loop. This, you know, with we all have our loops. We all have our patterns, you know. So I do live in loops, but there's just some people, that's all they do. It's like, you know, they eat at the same time, they crap at the same time, they go to, you know, everything is done at the same time. You know, they get home at the same time. And that's just a kind of a empty way to live, as far as I can tell. Just doing the same thing over and over, just living the same year. You know, you get more wrinkles on your face, but you live the same year over and over and over. It kind of takes away from the experience that we're supposed to be having. So, we've had some pleasant talks, some conviviality, congeniality, camaraderie. It's been kind of nice. I just have been trying to stay low key, because when I get worked up, I notice I started getting heart pains, and you know, I'm only 48, so hopefully I got some years to go. So I gotta take care of myself now and not get too worked up, because that's when people start shorting out. Freaking, you know, all kinds of bad stuff can happen. So we're ready for the good stuff. But it was really cool, the nurse this morning that we talked to, is because she calmed me down. She's like, I don't know if you believe in God. And I said, I absolutely, most definitely do. She's like, just keep looking up. He'll always take care of you. So I know that's what God is here. I said, but my body feels fear. And I'm constantly, my mind is constantly overriding my body, because it's just feels scared. And I was telling myself all the time, constantly, every day, you know, I'm fine. She's just like, in the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I can use that for. I'll try that. So it's cool how Creator sends us support right when we need it, because I really needed it. It's just been really hard. I didn't even want to. I woke up day before yesterday. I'm like, I just felt so much pain in the collective. I'm just like, I don't even want to be here anymore. I don't even want to be here. I don't want to act. I don't want to have that attitude, because when people start having the desire to go, that will be done. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, it's like your spirit. It's what you got to be careful what you ask for. And I just don't want to live where things are hard. I just don't want to do hard anymore. I'm ready for easier, a little bit easier. Last 6 years have freaking taken a real big toll on me, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in a Creator. And but anyway, I think that's about all I got. I'm about the 21-minute mark. It's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.